Well, hello everyone. My name is Becky Anderson, and I would like to welcome each and every one of you to my Freedom Revolution business launch event. I have partnered with two amazing women to help me share a message of hope for your health. I invited you to this call as I respect each of your opinions and I want to share what we are up to. This call will be fun and relaxing. And don't worry, you don't have to buy anything. You don't even have to talk if you don't want to. Just sit back and listen to the information that we're going to share with you. For the first few minutes, I'm going to share with you some important information about Juice Plus and whole food nutrition and why I like working with the company and these two wonderful women that you might see on your screen if you are on Zoom. Those that are calling in, you'll hear from them in just a little bit. The Juice Plus company has allowed people from all over the world to create additional options and a sense of fulfillment when it comes to their health. And maybe something that we say tonight will stand out to you, or you might think of someone who might need to hear our message. So again, thank you for joining us. And just a little FYI, I am having internet connection issues because of the wind. So hopefully we don't get disconnected. So I want to ask each of you a question. Would you agree that being healthy today can be a challenge? Hopefully those that have called in are all shaking your head. Yes, that is true. It is a challenge. We all want to look good and feel good and live a long, active lifestyle. And we know that that can be a daunting job. And unfortunately, it can be complicated, unpleasant, time-consuming, and expensive. That's where we come in. The three of us, along with thousands of others around the world, are part of a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. And we are helping people take their health back in ways that are simple, doable, fun, and affordable. The foundation of good health is good nutrition. You have to flood your body with the most important food that you could ever eat, which is raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. And you are supposed to eat up to 9 to 13 servings of those foods every day. But that can be very difficult. And so that's why we love the support that we get from the nutrition products with Juice Plus. So a lot of you, some of you that are on Zoom and some that, well, you can't see because you called in, but these are the bottles that you see sitting around our house when you come to visit. We offer 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. And then we also offer an additional 15 plant-based food product. We offer additional 15 plants in our protein mix package. Our fresh food nutrition comes from the fields in America that are mandated and they follow guidelines and everything. And when the product is ready to be harvested, it goes directly to the facility to be processed. So when they go to processing, they juice it and they dry it, and the whole entire plant is used. That includes the peels, the leaves, and the seeds whenever possible. And this allows you to get the most optimal nutrition. The end result is highly concentrated nutrition in capsules and chewables for children. And our products are tested 5 to 6 times from being harvested till the time it hits your doorstep for consumption. This is our complete protein pouch that we have. This comes in chocolate or vanilla, and it is vegan and it's gluten-free. It's packed with 13 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber. It's got amino acids, and it's a great meal replacement. We use it in the morning for breakfast. We'll do it after workouts, and then we also sometimes we'll do it in the evening just for a little snack. Some of the things that I like about Juice Plus is that it's scientifically proven. We have 37 published studies in reviewed medical journals. We are a food. We are not a nutritional supplement. We're not a vitamin. Each of our products has a nutritional label. So it's basically like the nutrition label that you get when you go to the grocery store and buy something. One of the neat things about our product, which not too many products on the market can say, is that there is no warning label to our product. We are safe for children of all ages, pregnant women, nursing moms, the elderly, cancer patients, and even professional athletes. So the Juice Plus comes in the capsules, which are in these bottles. It's really no bigger than taking like a Tylenol tablet. We have the chewables, which are basically just like a fruit snack for kids. And so the other things that we offer are an omega blend, which basically replaces the over-the-counter fish oil that everybody likes to take for their cholesterol and their heart health. We have complete nutrition bars, and then we also have a tower garden, which allows you to grow your own food. One of the cool things that I like about Juice Plus is that every month, on the first Monday of the month, we do what's called a shred tin. And this helps people to jumpstart their healthy living lifestyle in a supportive community. We basically teach you how to cut out gluten and dairy, caffeine. What else am I missing here? We also, what's that?
Alcohol.
Oh yeah, alcohol, one of the main things you should cut out. But we also stress the importance of, getting, at least 8 hours of sleep a night and drinking half your body weight throughout the day. So like I said, it's every first Monday of the month, and we just do it on a consistent basis. And if you want to check out our website, I don't know if you can see this, but it's shred10.com. So if you were to do the Juice Plus capsules or the chewables and the protein mix, you would flood your body with up to 45 whole plant foods every day. So I just want you to imagine what your health would be like in 4 months, 6 months, or even a year with being on Juice Plus and flooding your body with that nutrition. I have been on the product since 2015. And when I first started, I was on 5 medications. I was on medication for migraine headaches, ovarian cysts, a thyroid issue, allergies, and because I had all those, I had a lot of anxiety, so I was on a medication for anxiety as well. I am now down to taking 1 medication a month, which is a huge cost savings to my checking account. Combined between the 4 of us in our family, we have lost over 50 pounds in weight, and I look and feel better now than what I have in several years. So, I could share on and on all evening on the things that I like about Juice Plus, but one of the real things that I like is that we see benefits on a daily basis with what the product has done for us. Another website that I want to share with you is called Healthy Living Revolution. And again, I don't know if you can see this. Those that are calling in probably can't. But that website is just healthylivingrevolution.com. And it has an amazing cookbook on there that you can download for free. It's got all plant-based recipes. It's got children's activities, and then some educational videos that are good. So that's a little bit about the nutrition part. One of the things that we also like to talk about is the business aspect of Juice Plus. And from what I've told you so far, you can see that our main mission is to bring freedom to people who are wanting to change their lifestyle with their health. And it's important to know that about 80% of Juice Plus is actually purchased by customers who have no affiliation with the company. The business is not for everyone, but there are those who are looking for another type of freedom in the form of financial freedom. Like I said before, I'm not going to ask you to buy anything. I just simply wanted to share with you why I like the business and what we've been up to with it. And perhaps, again, you might think of someone who's in need of extra income, whether that might be to replace a full-time job income, or just to even have a few bucks in their checking account each month to help cover bills. Some of the questions that we get asked when we talk about the business are, how does it work? So basically the format of the business is you pay $50 a year to have a virtual office and to be a distributor with Juice Plus. And that gets you an online website, an online office and an online website. You can run your business from anywhere, on an iPhone, on an iPad, on a laptop. You can run it anywhere at any time. The company does all the work for you. They produce the product, they deliver it, they bill your customers, they collect payments for you, and at the end of the month, they send you a check for basically opening up your mouth and talking to people. There's no inventory that you keep whatsoever. There's no territories that you're required to stay in. There's no quotas to be met. And every commission level that you achieve, you stay at that until you meet your next level. The second question that we always get asked is, what is so great about your company? Well, we've been around for 50 years. Our original president, Jay Martin, is still leading the ship today. We are privately held and debt-free, and we are on track to do $1 billion per year in business by 2020. The last question that we always get asked is, what sets Juice Plus apart from other network marketing companies around the world? And what do you do to make a difference? And one of the cool things that really attracted to me, not only to the product, but about the business, was that for every adult order that's purchased, you get a free children's health study. And this is free for up to 4 years for kids who are age 4 all the way through 4 years of college. So right now, I've got 2 boys that are on it for free for another 2 years. So that was really intriguing to me. The other thing, being a nurse, that I like about the company is that they are a huge supporter of St. Jude's Hospital. And in 2016, they raised over $10 million and donated it to the Children's Hospital. We are also heavily involved in the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, and we are also partners with Volunteers of America as well. So not only do we inspire healthy living, but we also inspire healthy giving. So the reason I joined the business was basically to get the best bang for my buck on the product. I knew that all of us in our family needed to be on the product because we really weren't doing a good job of taking care of our health, let alone eating healthy, and the 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables that are recommended, we just weren't doing it. And so over the past 2 years, I've dabbled in sharing the product, and all of you that have called in, I've mentioned it to you in passing, or you may have even come to one of the many events that I posted and everything. But it wasn't until May of this year that I really started to take inventory of everything. We had a medical scare with Brent in May, and he ended up having to have surgery to remove a tumor from his back. And several of you probably don't know this about him because it was just something that we didn't share because it happened 2 weeks before graduation. But it was an 8-centimeter long tumor and 2 centimeters deep into the tissue layer. And his surgeon is still perplexed as to why it didn't come back positive for melanoma. So that, got me thinking, okay, clearly whole food nutrition has impacted his health, not only, just on the outside because of the changes we've seen in our bodies, but it also has impacted him from the inside. And so I just kind of shelved everything and didn't really pursue anything. But then recently we had another issue that has come up, and that being with his job. And layoffs are just kind of a common thing with his job right now, and it's very scary. And so I just finally started to tell myself that I needed to stop being scared and stop, just feeling intimidated by what I wanted to share with all of you. And I am holding on to a gift, and I'm being very selfish by not sharing it with you. And so by inviting you tonight, I just basically wanted to just start the foundation for education on whole food nutrition and just share with you what it has done for our family. And again, I'm not asking you to buy anything. I just am asking you to think about what you're hearing tonight. And possibly if you know of someone who is in need of better health or in need of additional income, I would certainly welcome the opportunity to talk with them. And so over the past few months, you all know I have a very deep faith. I have really digged deep into that faith. And I came up with my new favorite saying. It is, hope is wishing that something will happen. Faith is believing that something will happen. And courage is making sure that something happens. And so it took a lot of courage to invite all of you to this call tonight, but I do truly appreciate it. And with that said, I want to introduce two amazing women who have so much courage, and they are a true testimony to what our company and what our products are all about. They are both marketing directors for Juice Plus. The first one is Carissa Halpine from Grand Island, Nebraska, and she has a great story to share with you. She is a competitive marathon runner, and her story about what Whole Food has done for her marathon time is amazing. So Carissa, I'm going to let you take it over and share your story.
Awesome. Thanks, Becky. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. Well, I'm honored to be on the call tonight. Becky, I love your heart. Thanks for cheering me up there at the end. That was pretty powerful. I love your story. So I'm Carissa Halpine, like Becky said. I live in Grand Island. I'm married to my husband, Stan, and we have 3 boys, Brock, who's 9, Bowden, who's 6, and Baylor, who's 1. And I'm a fitness instructor, and I'm also a certified Dr. Sears lean health coach. And this has been the absolute best yes I have ever said in my whole entire life. And it's been an absolute joyride. If it wasn't for this amazing company and business and community, I would not know Becky like I know her today. And I'm really, really fortunate for that. And I get to do this business alongside her and my best friend, Michaela, who you'll hear close out the call here. So Michaela shared Juice Plus. She was generous enough to share Juice Plus and brave enough, like Becky said, a little over 3 years ago. And at that point in my life, I was a single mom of Brock and Bowden. And she was a rock during my circumstances. But she also knew my boys were sick all the time in the doctor's office every other month. And I thought that was the norm. And however, it was frustrating, as any parent goes through that, to see their kiddos sick. But so when she shared it seemed a little bit too good to be true with it being whole food. I was only used to vitamins and supplements. And so I said yes. And Michaela and I have locked arms ever since and have never turned back. In a little over 3 years, Brock and Bowden have been to the doctor 4 times with 2 antibiotics, which has been the best health insurance policy that I could have ever have given my family. And with what Becky was saying at the time, when Michaela shared it, I was training for half marathons. I'd done my full marathoning before kids, and I still am determined to run another full and hopefully qualify for Boston again with no doubts. But was training for half marathons, and I was I knew I needed to be comfortable with my 8.5 minute split for that 13.1 distance. If I didn't I wasn't going to get any better, I thought, unless I had carved more time out of my schedule to train. And that was impossible with the state of life I was in. And little did I know that food really is fuel, and that, food matters and plays a huge part. So, along with making other healthy lifestyle changes with the catalyst of Juice Plus, Really, our bodies are amazing machines. And if we fuel them properly, they'll take us places. So, as I was training, I was noticing I was feeling better during my runs. I was having better recovery. I was running faster. I was able to shave a minute off my split times, going from that 8:30 to a 7:30 minute mile split. And I was enjoying the sport more. So that was a huge bonus. And that was the research speaking volumes. So that was a huge blessing. If you think of our bodies like a car, right? So that macronutrition that Becky introduced to us, or introduced you to, with the protein powder, that's the good fiber, fat, carbs, protein that our body needs. By giving our bodies that right macronutrition, and then also fueling our cells with the right micronutrition, which is the Juice Plus capsules or soft chews, it's amazing. I was always that workout person where, I thought I could eat whatever or drink whatever, and I was going to quote unquote burn it off or work it off. But food really does matter. So it's made a world of difference in that. So, I fast forward a little bit, I got remarried. My husband Stan suffered from, high blood pressure, high cholesterol for 20 plus years. And he's now has those numbers within normal ranges, which has been a huge blessing. We had a Juice Plus baby Baylor who's a year old, and he's 16 months, and he's only been to the doctor for well visits, which has been awesome. And so fun to see the difference between my two that weren't Juice Plus babies and Baylor that is a Juice Plus baby. We use Juice Plus as our sole prenatal, and it's just, he's a little miracle baby. We're super grateful. So never in a million years would I ever thought that I was going to be crazy over fruits and vegetables and actually finding something that I love to do. But I went from that hopeless single, state of mind, as a mom, to really waking up with passion and purpose and having that fire in my belly every day to help educate people on the importance of whole food. So I'm loving this mission that we're on together, girls. And thank you for asking me to be on the call, Becky.
Yes, well, thank you. I appreciate you and your friendship and just your servant heart, for wanting to share with people. So our last guest speaker that we're going to have is Michaela Peterson, and she is from Minden, Nebraska, and she is going to close out our call tonight. And she is going to share her family's journey with Juice Plus and how she actually got into the business because of a tower garden.
That's right. Thank you so much, Becky. I appreciate it. This is a fun call to do. Well, like she said, I am a pharmacist from Minden, and I love gardening, but I don't like soil, and I don't like weeds, and I especially don't like 4.5-foot bull snakes. And that's what I dealt with every summer. And so when I heard that I could grow my own food indoors or outdoors all year round without soil, without snakes, without weeds, all of that stuff, and I only have to water this thing every 3 weeks, it's on a timer, I thought that it was way too good to be true, but I needed one yesterday. And when I was introduced to Juice Plus by a pharmacist friend of mine, instantly it made sense. And I wanted it for the best price. Excuse me, but I paid the $50 to be a rep. But I wanted nothing to do with sharing it. I had a negative view of network marketing. I was very skeptical, and I didn't really understand the future that I had at my fingertips and the hope that I had at my fingertips. And so it really wasn't until about 5 weeks into our journey where our whole family was feeling better. I had more energy. My husband's leg from a previous accident didn't hurt like it was. Our 2-year-old that gagged at anything green was now asking for salads and eating seconds. Our 4-year-old that struggled with focus was asking us to read her book after book. And so I really dove into the research. And when I found out that fruits and vegetables in a capsule have 38 published clinical studies, when a pharmaceutical needs 2 on the intended population and it only has to be 65% effective, I was instantly all in. And so I messaged a mom of a kiddo with cancer, and her response back to me forever changed my life. She said, "How long have you known about this, and why didn't you tell me sooner?" And it was that day God opened a whole new door for me, because I realized that it's not at all about me. It's about everyone deserving to at least know about this and give an educated no or an educated yes, rather than just, me keeping it to myself, which gave me the courage to share with Becky's dad, Bob, and then Becky, and then, on and on. So now I'm on a whole different life path. In a quick year after joining with Juice Plus, I had already replaced what I was making at the pharmacy, and God shut a door for us. We had a little incident with our daycare provider, and so I have been able to be at home raising my own kids, being here every day when they get off the bus. And within a year and a half, we made it to the top level of the company, which means a $70,000 benefits package, including college tuition reimbursement for kids. Never met any company that offers that compensation. And we've also been able to retire my husband, Mark, from his family farming situation that he didn't love. And now he helps out, on his own time when he wants to, which has been just such a big blessing. But this company is so much bigger than fruits and vegetables. I'm just going to tell you 6 principles that we stand for. The first is, excuse me, the first is longevity. Becky mentioned how long Juice Plus has been around, 25 years, which is a long time. The second is authenticity. We really are who we say we are. You can go to the website. You can click on every single research study. You can read all about it. Another thing about us being authentic is one of my good friends, Kurt Beavers, has been in the business a long time, for 30 years. And he just launched a giving campaign called the Dollar Fund. You can go to dollarfund.org. And his mission is to try and get 1 million people to donate $1 a month, so he can give $1 million a month away to one of 6 different charities. So twice a year, each of these charities is going to get $1 million a month, which is just incredible. So that is who this culture is, which is amazing. The third is community. We are one team, one mission. Carissa and Becky don't benefit at all from each other. They're friends and they want to do this for each other. And, a lot of people have lost themselves in motherhood and boogers and spit up and being a chauffeur in a taxi. And a lot of people do really just need a community to belong to. And so obviously I'm a huge fan of the product. Our family has only had 1 sick visit in 3 years. We still get colds. I've got a hoarse throat right now, but I believe in the product 100%. I believe in the business 100% because I know the future of network marketing. I know the future of it for our family, but the community is second to none. And the community for me takes the cake. I've never been around this positivity. The fourth is the quality. Our products are tested 6 times from field to capsule. So in 25 years, there's never been a single recall or lawsuit. We are NSF certified, which is amazing. Hardly any products have that. I would encourage you, if you do take a supplement, to check, because you should be consuming something that's NSF certified for sure. Becky mentioned we're studied in pregnancy, cancer patients, and kids, which were my 3 criteria in the pharmacy for my stamp of approval, and that was never met by anything but Juice Plus. The 5th is simplicity. We only have 5 products. Becky laid those out. We have the Juice Plus, we have the Complete, we have a protein bar, we have the Tower Garden, and our newest launch is the plant-based Omega, taking the fish out of the middle and going straight to the plant source. They're delicious. My kids even chew them up and swallow them. Would never do that with a fish oil supplement. And then number 6 is being approachable. And we're really passionate about this. I mean, we really live the mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And we also inspire healthy giving along the way. And so we just really thank you for taking 30 minutes of your time to get on the phone tonight. Like Becky said, we're here to partner with 2 different types of people. The first would be those that are ready to take control of their health and that maybe know that they don't consume enough fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. And they understand that 75% of disease is preventable. And the second type is, people that our nation is in a financial crisis as well. And the majority of divorces happen over $500 a month. And so while we know a lot of people that make six figures in this business, our real passion is to help people pay the car payment, pay the mortgage, bring in an extra $500 a month. And that's really simple to do. So if you've heard anything that has convicted you tonight, get in contact with Becky and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. So Becky, if you don't have anything else, that's all I have.
Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate your time. And like Michaela said, if you have questions or need web addresses, just let us know. I do appreciate your time. Have a good evening.